We're making Thanksgiving dressing for our turkey. First thing we do is we cut our celery in large chunks like this, which I've done a few ahead of time. Then we put some water in our blender. Now we have water in the blender, and we take our celery that's been cubed, chopped, whatever you want to call it, and we put it in here instead of chopping it by hand. Now we put it on pulse a little at a time. We don't want it mush. We want it chopped. I think that's fine just the way it is. See how much faster it is than chopping by hand? Then we strain it, like so. We put the same water back in the blender. Now we're going to do the onion like that, same way. Cut the onion in half and quarters. And we do the same thing as we did the celery. We'll put the garlic in too. That's enough. Okay, now after it's drained good, we take it and we put it in a saucepan here with a cover on and let it sort of steam. Now celery will take a little longer to get cooked than the onion, so we put the celery on first. Put a cover on and let that saute until it's tender. Now we're doing the same thing with the onion. We're going to drain it. This time we can go into the sink because we don't have to do any more in the blender. Let it drain good. And we put this on to saute too. Put a little oil in the frying pan, and then you add your celery and garlic. And we saute this until it's transparent. See how the onions look? They're supposed to be like almost transparent. Now they're done. We take them out and put them in a bowl. And we do the same thing with the celery. Leave it here. We put the celery in here. Being I'm doing it this morning, usually I keep the celery and the onion in separate bowls and refrigerate until the morning. Put a little oil in your pan. Now we're going to put the hamburger in. I use a pound of hamburger. And just break it up in there. After the hamburger is sauteed a little bit till all the pink is gone, then we're going to add the celery and the onion, our seasoning, and the stock. Now you see the hamburger? It's not red anymore. It's all the redness is gone. We take the celery and the onion that we sauteed earlier and add it to it. Just stir it up. Now we're going to put the chicken broth in there. If you don't have chicken broth, you can use water and the chicken bouillon. Just as good. I'm using a can of Swanson's chicken broth. Just let it come to a boil. Now I'm going to add the sage. I'm going to try, I don't like too much sage, so I'm just going to put about a half a teaspoon in. And if I need more, I'll add it. And we put salt and pepper in it. Don't put too much salt because we're going to put some cheese in the dressing. I'm going to taste it. This is about ready now, just about when it comes to a boil. I'll turn it off because it's electric and it stays, the heat stays in there. While that's being staying a little bit, then we go and cube our bread. Here's the bread that's cubed. I'll show you how I do it. I use crust and all, doesn't matter. That's it. Now we're going to put this dressing, the hamburger dressing on. Just pour it over the top and stir, mixing it. Set this down for a minute. Some grating cheese, about a handful. Don't ask me much a handful is, just a nice handful, that's it. And that's your dressing. Then we put in the bird. And that's it, and roast your bird. Okay?